defense. I have noticed that the composition of this committee has changed over the last day, and that Senators Sweeney, Cryan, and Smith are replacing Senators Rice, Lagana, and Gopal, who had announced that they would maintain the religious exemption. These kinds of back-channel changes undermine faith in the legislative process, especially when we're talking about fundamental rights. As others have pointed out, parental rights, the right to informed consent, the right to free exercise of religion, the right to an education, the right to refuse unwanted medical interventions, and even rational basis for some of the vaccines, as Delegate Tu pointed out. As you know, there's litigation going on in California and New York. We've seen the future in those states. These issues are not yet determined. And yet it seems as if you are determined to ram this through. And if that's the case, I would like to point out 5 things that California did differently than you that make the legislation there more reasonable than it is here. 1, put in an explicit provision for homeschoolers. 2, have a carve-out for special needs students who have a federal right to a free and appropriate education. 3, do not put in medical exemption legislation. A bureaucrat from the Department of Health cannot be as successful in protecting a child's health as their treating physician. 4, do not apply this to higher education. This is going to have myriad effects that you have not foreseen. And 5, ensure that there's a religious exemption for future mandates. When you're looking at the human papillomavirus mandate next year or the year after, like New York is right now, you are going to want to have a religious exemption available in your legislation. Thank you very much.